Is this actually his wife? He got a baddie.
Wait, here's his wife. Also, here's another image of his wife.
What? She's so much better. Did y'all see this situation with the Coldplay CEO? This is not the Coldplay CEO, bro. Oh my God. Nah, did y'all see this situation? Oh my God, this was crazy.
Those work wife and work husband tweets aren't jokes, by the way.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what? Either that.
Did you see the way he dropped to the floor and the way that she turned around? That's immediate, like, oh, that was an immediate no-no. Oh my God, look.
All right.
She turned around. Oh my God, we saw you already.
Come on, you're okay?
And then he dropped to the ground. He knew his marriage was over from that moment, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Or they're just very shy.
And her friend laughing because she knows the tea. She knows the truth.
Yeah, caught red-handed. You saw old boy over there cheesing with his little side piece in hand. Apparently her name is Catherine from HR. Well, I don't really know if her name is Catherine or not, but the thing is,
he putting his hands on the yiddies?
They're both married, and they really just destroyed both their families, both their marriages, over some workplace affair that they couldn't keep under wraps. Like, why would you go to a Coldplay concert? And I swear to God, the universe has a way of just exposing everything. Hand in hand, though. Man's just caressing you from behind, and you're embracing him from the front, cheesing, smiling in front of thousands of people, literally in public. Anybody could recognize you.
You know he was gonna crush that. As soon as they got home, he was about to crush.
But the universe has a funny way of working, and whoever was at this Coldplay concert saw this couple, thought that they would be a cute candidate to put on the couple screen, pointed the camera at them, zoomed in, put them on the big Jumbotron screen, and boom, exposed, lives destroyed. And by the way, the guy in the blue shirt, apparently he's like a billionaire CEO of a company by the name of Astronomer. I assume like they're a space company. The name could be misleading. I'm not entirely sure what they do. And the woman in hand, according to reports, her name is Christian Cabot, and the guy, the CEO, who I suppose runs everything, is named Andy Byron, a billionaire, by the way.
Damn, his wife looked better. Is that his wife? Dog, what? Nah, I'm not gonna lie. That's a downgrade. I'm gonna give it a buck. The only circumstances when you cheat on your wife with a downgrade is if she's really like you cannot deal with her. Like, she's insufferable. Is this actually his wife? He got a baddie.
Wait, here's his wife. Also, here's another image of his wife.
What? She's so much better. So she's gonna divorce him, take his money. His family life is gonna be ruined. No offense for her. That's crazy, bro. That is actually crazy. What was he? Yeah, dead ass. What was he thinking, bro? That's a downgrade in my opinion.
In and of itself, the company knew about this affair. Yeah, a lot over here all booed up with his wife, and
that's crazy. The other girl got gray hair. She's old. He scored a young one. He popped out 3 beautiful kids. Like, that's crazy. That's a fumble in my book. All that just to tap the HR?
Letting my coochie.
It's always the, have you ever realized it? The HR is one of the biggest scams ever because they don't even be doing their job. They don't even be doing real work. That's one. 2, how are you the HR manager and you got hella HR violations going on? What? Hella HR violations, bro. I can't even talk. That's how angry this shit got me right now. But you know what's crazy though about this situation? Nobody really even cares about the fact that he cheated. It's how he got caught. Cause this just goes to show you, yo, J. Carlos with the freaking sub, bro. I appreciate that gifted, my brother. Thank you so much for that, bro. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, gang. Thank you. But bro, you know what's crazy about this situation? It's not even that he was cheating on her. It's how he got caught. Like front and center on the big screen. Everybody's seeing this high profile billionaire guy with the HR lady. And it just makes you think, how many companies do you think like this is going on at? It's probably mad companies where this is going on behind the scenes. Nobody even knows it yet. This is regular because we know this trope. The billionaire CEO guy constantly cheats on his wife, and then the wife cheats on him with the pool boy. We've seen this storyline so much. It's literally a stereotype. She taking half of everything.
3 kids. Obviously, she looks much younger and definitely a lot more attractive. Not that that matters, but I'm
Hell
just
yeah.
saying I'd much prefer her over Auntie Kristen over here, all
Facts.
booed up with the billionaire CEO from her workplace. I mean, good God. This just, validates a lot of people's preconceived
fired?
feelings that, yeah, a lot of your boyfriends and girlfriends and husbands and wives are cheating. And if they're not cheating, they're at least having flirtatious relations at jobs, their workplace, which could be considered cheating in and of itself. But the crazy thing about this story is the fact that apparently pretty much everybody at the company knew about this affair between the CEO, Brian, and the HR department lady, Kristen. According to the
What? And so nobody said a damn thing? Oh, hell no. I would have extorted him. What? Anytime I get in trouble at work, I'm about to call your wife up right now.
tweet right here, they say the fact that this company is going to lie and say Alyssa Stoddard, which is I suppose one of the employees there, wasn't there when she's clearly right there. And if you guys want to know who Alyssa Stoddard allegedly is, she's allegedly the woman cheesing, gums and all, right here, as soon as her boss allegedly and her coworker,
Because she knows that she can't say nothing. She knows all the tea. She knows all the work secrets. She probably told her mad stories about how she was getting crushed, gang.
Nutting my coochie.
How the CEO, she was probably telling it all. She's red. That's embarrassment. When you're red like that, that means you know something that you shouldn't.
got caught. And to be honest, I'm not surprised by this. You will literally have people who work at your husband's or wife's company, their work of place, knowing about full-blown
Nah, that work wife is real. I'm not gonna lie. I knew a few coworkers that would go and they would, bro. I used to do security. I had some coworkers that would go and crush in the bathroom real quick. I'm not gonna lie.
that your spouse is having, yet they're invited to your family cookouts. They're there at parties. They may be there on vacation with you, smiling all up in your face, knowing full well that the person you're in a marriage with or in a
It's an evil world we live in.
Thank you, Future.
relationship with is cheating on you, but yet they want to act like they're your friend. They want to act like everything is perfectly fine. There's nothing shady going on at this company. Like, bro, this is why I don't trust people. People are two-faced. People are snaky. And to be fair, to play devil's advocate, maybe she just didn't want to rock the boat. Maybe she didn't want to compromise her position at the job.
I wouldn't do that either. This is why business and pleasure doesn't mix. It looks like she just was minding her business. How is she at fault because she didn't want to get caught up in that bullshit? That got nothing to do with her, to be honest. Most people who go to work, what do? They get their check and they leave. As long as I'm getting paid at the end of the day, I don't give a f.
Understandable. People are fully within their right to mind their business. But in my opinion, just don't act like you're somebody's friend. Befriend them, knowing full well you have no intentions of actually revealing vital information that a quote-unquote friend should know about the husband or wife that this supposed friend is working with that you
Oh
know
my
of. Like,
God.
it's ridiculous. And according to astronomer, they say this is a PR statement, by the way. I don't know who typed this up. Probably another HR lady that the CEO.
This chat GBT ass. Astronomer is committed to the values and culture that have guided us since our founding. Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. The board of directors have initiated a formal investigation into this matter, and we will have additional details to share very shortly. Alyssa Stoddard was not at the event, and no other employees were in the video. Andy Byron has not put out any statement. Reports saying otherwise are all incorrect. You know what's crazy? Here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna pay him to leave. When you're that high in the company, bro, they can't just fire you because you know all the intimate details. They're going to pay him a certain amount of money. He's going to take the bread. He's going to leave. And then he might ride off into the sunset because he's already old, or he's just going to go work for another company. As for the HR lady, I don't know what her future has to offer. I don't know. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't think he really gives a f about her as much as we think. He's probably just going to leave her alone, probably never speak to her again, and go cheat on another lady in like a year or two.
Was not. Hopefully. They say astronomer is committed to the values and culture that have guided us since our founding. Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. The board of directors
Yo, what would you do? Bro, how do y'all feel about cheating, bro?
has initiated a formal investigation into this matter, and we will have additional details to share very shortly. Alyssa Stoddard was not at the event, and no other.
I heard the wife like changed her last name on Facebook, so she's going to divorce this dude, and she's going to take his bread. I hope she didn't sign a prenup.
Employees were in the video. Andy Byron has not put out any statement. Reports saying otherwise are all incorrect. Okay, well, that's from the company. Take it as you will, believe it or not. I don't know. But according to updates, astronomer CEO Andy Byron and Chief Officer Christian.
See, yep, they've been put on leave. Okay. So yeah, they're probably either gonna pay him to go, or they're probably gonna like put him on he'll probably come back like nothing ever happened.
Cabot have been immediately put on leave, Axios reports. But honestly, bro, this image right here, this screenshot of this woman right here just looked in complete embarrassment when everybody else probably wasn't aware of what the hell was happening. It's just funny to me that she has this reaction. Also, for the scoop, for the tea, this post says the alleged cheating wife, Christian Cabot from HR, Stanek, I suppose. She has 2 last names, is married to Andrew Cabot, not Kenneth C. Thornby. Thornby and Christian divorced in 2022 after filing divorce in 2018. They have 1 child together, so she's already a divorcee. And now, for whatever reason, they got
oh, she's for the streets.
a divorce back then. She's about to get another divorce with her new husband, Andrew, because this woman just can't seem to get it together. The post says this is Christian with her daughter and her new husband, Andrew, and his son. So, wow, another marriage ruined.
Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie though. He's chopped. Compared to the other dude, no gay shit. He's chopped. His hairline is receding. He got a huge ass forehead. I don't blame her. The other dude probably got more money. Can you really blame him? Marilyn.
What? You know, with people like this who have failed relationship after failed relationship, failed marriage after failed marriage, there always seems to be the common denominator.
They are the common denominator. She cheated. She is the denominator, bro.
People like this, these narcissists, these cheaters, or these people who just can't seem to get it together always want to blame somebody else. I don't know. It's just like, it's
Imagine
always
going to school after your mom. Wait, no. You mean imagine coming home and your mom been cheating all day at work?
somebody else's
That's what you
fault.
meant.
Always somebody else's fault but the person who's constantly taking else. I wonder why. But yeah, just to validate some of the things I've said so far, leadership on their website, astronomer Andy Byron, CEO, then the girl Kristen Cabot, who was at the Coldplay concert, chief people officer, head of HR, Kristen
She
Cabot.
looks better in this picture than she did at the show. How old is this pic?
Oh, here they are at a workplace photo thing with other
Look, they trying to have two people in between them, trying to make it seem like they weren't hunching behind the scenes. Who are y'all fooling? Absolutely nobody. Wow, bro, it's just so crazy how the workplace works out. The dynamic. She was feeling him that whole time. He probably felt the vibes. He knew he could crush. We've seen this situation happen so many times with the CEO or like the top level business guy and then like the secretary. But she's like high ranking herself though. At this point, y'all might as well just be together. Just claim each other.
boys and stuff. Listen, man, this is
I'm
why
not gonna lie, he fumbled. His wife looked way better than her. No disrespect.
people need to realize in every company, in every part of this country, in every part of the world, really, if there are men and women in the workplace working 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day together in close proximity, i.e. hospitals, which is why they're
Oh
at the
yeah, nurses is the highest cheating profession. Nurses are getting crushed.
Nut in my coochie.
top of the list for the #1 most freaky
said, "Bro,
professions.
fumbled a
The
rice
top of the
bunny."
list for the most cheating, along with flight attendants and I forgot what else. What's like close third, office receptionist or whatever. There's a reason for that. The natural attraction between men and women working in close proximity to each other for long periods of time will eventually lead to affairs or infidelity or workplace naughty behavior. It is what it is. And I don't know why people want to dispute this fact or act
I
like
wonder if
it's
she was the breadwinner in her relationship. You think so?
taboo when it's been happening from the beginning of time.
I wanna know what her husband
obviously
did, her
biology
ex-husband,
and
no.
obviously, you know, people should have self-control, but listen, human beings are human beings, and it's just sad though that this is literally her second marriage. She's about to, I'm assuming her second marriage that she's about to destroy. And
Hey, she looks middle age. She'll be fine. Her kids are probably grown. No, her kids are grown. She's good.
this guy apparently brought Byron, a billionaire. He's about to lose a $500 million because he wanted to mess with Christian Cabot,
Damn, that's a
HR lady,
generational
chief
fumble.
executive of FUI, at astronomer. And by the way, thanks to a young lady who just so happened to be at this Coldplay concert, sitting behind the CEO and his mistress, she managed to get a different angle of them actually flirting, you know, hugging, embracing, and kissing each other. Fair use.
Wait, they were kissing?
Oh wow, how romantic. Two married people at a
Damn, he got her the box seats. Oh, he was doing the most just to show her she's special. You know how expensive the box seats be?
Coldplay concert.
And you see all these lights? Them tickets were expensive.
Embracing and enjoying each other's warmth. So lovely.
Oh, hell no. Oh, this shit sound romantic.
As you can see here, two of them leaning into each other. His hands around her back and hers around his, embracing each other, kissing each other while listening to Coldplay. Oh my God, so romantic.
You know, a woman's sex drive be the highest in their 40s too.
One thing I don't understand though is why they couldn't do this stuff with their own respective spouses. I mean, good God, that must have been.
That's like the dumbest question I've ever heard in my life. What? Like, bro, obviously if he's not doing that with her, that means that they're probably not getting along right now. They probably been with each other for a while. He probably, I don't know what their situation would have been like, you know, but maybe they didn't see eye to eye. Sometimes, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Sometimes boys will be boys. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I know that doesn't sound like a good answer, but it be times where if you know you could crack, you just gonna crack just for the love of the game. Just because you know that you can. Let's just be real. You ever hear that? It sounds so wrong, but it feels so right.
One hell of a workplace affair. Probably fell head over heels for each other. On some,
she was overly going.
Just can't resist you, Byron. Christian, I wish you were my wife. I like the way you look, your smell. I just can't get enough of you.
No. That is, this guy's young. I'm not gonna lie. He's. Have y'all ever heard of swingers? When you get old, like when you get like 40, 50, 60 years old and you've been with somebody for years, the dick is going to hit the same every single time. The puh is going to hit the same every single time. You're going to want to try something out. Do you know that there's like underground group chats with people, like all these, like in these neighborhoods, right? Where they be swapping each other's wives out. They be having swinger parties and diddy parties. That doesn't just happen in the rich areas. That be happening in the suburbs too. And you want to know how I figured that out? Because my man's infiltrated a freaking swinger group chat and he showed me. They be having diddy parties, gang. Like they be having raves. I swear to God. So it's not even on some, oh, I want you, I'm so in love with you and I want you to be my new wife. No, gang, he just wants something new. He wants some new box. Literally, it's that simple. I swear. Is he taking her picture? What is he doing?
Anyway, thoughts and opinions down below. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in a marriage, in a monogamous relationship, and you are not swingers, walking around with pineapples all over your body, then you need to have more discipline. Honestly, kind of weird how.
Lie. At that point, y'all already got caught. I would have just kept it rocking. Who cares? You turning around and dropping really made the whole situation go viral. I would have been like, yo, I don't know who that is. That guy looks just like me. You notice how he didn't even flinch. But you doing that just screams guilty. Everybody got a doppelganger. I'd have been like, what? I was at work. I was on a work trip. I didn't go to no Coldplay concert. Especially if you didn't post about it.
People are still out here in this day and age having affairs when you could just literally leave the relationship and be a free bird. Like,
it's not a bro. It's the fact that they don't want to leave the relationship, bro. They don't want to leave. They want to stay in the relationship, but they know that there's temptation. At the end of the day, bro, we're human beings by nature. We're flawed. Keep it a buck. If a girl was throwing you some easy coochie and you around her every day, would you take it? I definitely would. What? And she not burnt up? She going? Oh, you just know this is just good box, consistent box. You're gonna take it. It's not even, bro. It's cheaper to keep her. He was just not thinking and he got caught up. Now he's gonna lose his bread.
Stop ruining people's lives and marriages and relationships because you can't control yourself. Like, is it really
that would have been too suspicious.
Worth losing $500 million, your kids, your wife, all because Kristen from HR called you handsome? Yeah, I don't think so.
He might lose out on his job. I'm not gonna lie. But this just goes to show you this happens all the time, bro. Think about how many companies this is happening at that we don't even know about, bro. That's the part that's really getting me, though. Other than that, YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with the kid. I post every single day. Road to 2,000 subs.